Hi, I'm Joel.
And I'm Donald.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Aren't you a few years late for the solar eclipse?
Well, it turns out that these glasses can be used to safely view the sun any time of the year.
Did you know that all of the Earth's energy comes from the sun?
So that energy that you use to go to work, or to go to school, or to sit on the couch and watch this video, that energy all ultimately comes from the sun.
Come along with us through Little Creek as we see how the sun's energy flows through living things.
We have a bunch of animals here at Little Creek that we use for teaching.
These animals rely on us to take care of them.
We're going to take you along with us as we go and feed the animals so that we can tell you the story of
The 4 VORES.
Now this suffix vor, it comes from a Latin word that means to devour.
We are going to explore how the animals here at Little Creek get the energy from the food that they eat. I'm out here in the pasture at Little Creek. The sun is shining nice and bright, and it is providing energy for the grasses to grow. They get that nice green color, and they are converting that energy into energy that they can use and energy for other animals to use as well. That's why we call them producers. So over here we have some hay that our goats are a big fan of. That energy from the sun has now been transferred onto these animals for them to use for survival, and that makes them our first vor, our herbivore.
I think it's gonna turn into a carnivore here any moment. We're still in the pasture, but we're gonna visit one of our other residents here at Little Creek. Let's head inside the chicken coop. Here we are at our second vor. We've talked about herbivores. This is an omnivore. Omni means that it eats everything, including plants and animal products. So for instance, here's our chicken feed. This is a grain-based feed for chickens. Chickens will eat grains, seeds, acorns, but that's not all. They'll also eat animal products, such as insects and, wait for it, worms. We'll see if she's hungry enough to go after this. I guess she was hungry enough. We have found herbivores and omnivores. Let's see what else we can find.
I'm here with Rosie, one of our resident box turtles. She is an omnivore, so she's eating that plants and animals. So we're gonna take a little bit closer look at what she eats on a daily basis. We have a bunch of different foods for her. We have sugar snaps, we have some lettuce, strawberries, blackberries, and carrots. So those are the different plants that she would eat. Now she also eats meat, and the type of meat that she eats is mealworms. So mealworms are high in protein and in fat, and they're eaten by a bunch of different reptiles, birds, small mammals, and even humans can eat them. I would not recommend.
Welcome to our third VORE here at Little Creek. Let me introduce you to Colonel, our corn snake. Now Colonel, just like all snakes, is an obligate carnivore. That means they must eat meat. They only eat meat. We feed Colonel mice. Now this mouse, think of it as just a bundle of energy. It got its energy from the food that it ate, the grains and the seeds, and now it's going to donate that energy to the snake. So you can see how plants use the sun's energy to make food. Herbivores eat the plants to get their energy. Carnivores eat the herbivores to get their energy. So all living things ultimately get energy from the sun through the food that they eat. Boy, all this talk about food is making me hungry.
We've talked about 3 of the VORES.
Let's see, carnivores,
Omnivores,
and herbivores.
but what about that 4th one?
Once the energy has flown through herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores, it kind of reaches a dead end. And that's where detritivores come in.
Detritivores, like crayfish, recycle energy from dead plants and animals and put it back into the food chain.
If you want to learn more about detritivores, watch episode number 2, Burrowing Crayfish. So what kind of VORE are you today?
Well, I got some meat, cheese, and bread here, so I'm an omnivore.
All right, I got my ham sandwich and an apple, so I am also an omnivore. Boy, this sun tastes great.
A lot better than that mealworm did.